That Sports Couple podcast brings you this special edition of Baseball Talk with Coach Marty.
Brought to you by
Today's guest is Destrehan Wildcats coach Chris Mire.
Welcome to That Sports Couple. This is our baseball edition, and we're meeting today with head coach from the Destrehan Wildcats, Chris Mire. Chris, how you doing?
I'm good, Coach. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Have an opportunity to talk to all the coaches, and us old coaches, we like doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I always love talking baseball.
Well, we started every interview with the same question. How's it going so far? 10-2. It must be going pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you want to be 12-0, but no complaints here. We've been competing really hard. Guys have been completely bought into what we're trying to do, even back into the fall. So it's really been a fun group, win or lose. They do things the right way. Great group to coach, just really enjoying it.
Well, you can't knock the start. You played some quality people. You beat some really good teams, and you had a great trip up to Monroe.
Yep. 3-1 in Monroe is never a bad thing. Of course, you ride home thinking about that, the game to West Monroe, because that's one of the teams that you measure yourself against. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been playing well. If you can go 3-1 every weekend, you're putting yourself in a good spot. And yeah, that Monroe trip's always the test to kind of see where you are. So we'll take a 3-1.
3-1, and the conditions weren't very good, were they?
Ooh, cold games right there.
We've had some cold ones up there. I'm not sure the numbers weren't as cold as this, though.
Yeah, I mean, we had conversations on the ride home that may have been the coldest nights that I've had doing this. Other than one time when a player forgot his jacket and I had to give mine up, but it was pretty cold.
Yes, it was. I had planned on going up there and knocking around and seeing a bunch of different teams. I saw that weather report and I said, I think I'm gonna stay by my fire.
Yeah, you made the right call. Luckily, we were playing at West Washita, and they have a little sunken-in dugout, and they were running the heater for us, so it felt really good down in the bottom. But having to go out and coach or play wasn't the fun part. So,
Coach, can I sit this one out?
Yeah, absolutely. The bench guys loved it that game. Plenty of energy in the dugout.
Well, let's talk about a little bit about the individuals and how things are going. Who's playing well for you?
I mean, look, game to game has been a lot of guys step up. Peyton Stubbs is the first guy that comes to mind. He's a senior. He's been in our lineup every single day. I think he's got 8 doubles to start the year. Just seems like every time he gets his barrel on the ball, something good is happening for us. Chase Marcotte is another one. Those guys have kind of been the heavy hitters in our lineup. They've gotten a lot of the big, extra base hits, drive-in runs for us. But, to be honest, the lineup as a whole has been a collection of guys just kind of doing their job, which is, the part that we've been most proud of and keep harping on as a team. Just, yeah, we need guys to drive guys in, but the guys that are getting bunts down and getting on base and doing the dirty work are also just as important. So, I mean, those two guys, if you look at the stats, have been the two heavy hitters. But like I said, there's been most guys in the lineup have had a day where, they've been a top performer and have had, big games for us.
Well, overall, your team batting average must be outstanding.
Yeah, from a statistical standpoint, I mean, we've been really good. We're about 320 as a team. We have as many extra base hits at this point as we did all of last year.
Wow.
We have 75 stolen bases through 12 games. I mean, the quality at bats have been off the charts. Like I said, it's been really impressive to watch these guys. The bunt game has been outstanding. And that's something that we take pride in. So just to watch our guys buy in and execute and play the game the way we want them to, I mean, that's been the most exciting part and the most proud part as a coach.
And to play the bunt game, they have to be unselfish. And I think you're seeing that, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly, what we spent the offseason talking about. We've had plenty of talented guys come through, but, I think the thing that we really wanted to spend more time focusing on and getting guys to buy into just the lineup as a whole and not me and my statistics And so this group has really done that. Like I said, going back all the way to the summer and the fall, just buying in and being, a part of a lineup and not just, nine guys walking up to the plate trying to, get a hit.
On the mound, obviously, you can't be 10-2 without good pitching, and obviously they're doing a job too. Who's been pulling most of those big games?
Again, I would love to tell you it's been a guy or two. We have 10 guys that we have faith in. To get on the mound for us and get outs. We've had 8 different guys I think have gotten a start for us. Peyton Stubbs and Jack Conravy are the 2 guys that have been uh, our horses, if you want to call them that. They're the 2 guys that we kind of set our rotation up for the weekend around each weekend, and they've given us quality starts. But Spencer Shrubar is a senior that has been really good out of the bullpen. We've been kind of using him on the back end of games, and he's been lights out. And then we have Josh Muller, who's a freshman who, he hasn't given up an earned run yet. And he just throws strikes and lets guys, get themselves out. So I can keep going. We've got a few more guys that have been good, but, those have kind of been the main 4 so far.
You hate to leave them out, but, go ahead. Who are the other guys towing the rubber?
Yeah, I'm with you. I hate to leave those guys out just because, like I said, we really do have faith in a bunch of guys. Brady Carter's a junior that, he got a start this past weekend and went and gave us 4 clean innings. He's going to get another opportunity this weekend. He's a guy that started out in our bullpen. Chase Mears, another junior who's kind of been a utility guy for us, but he's been able to get a start and got a win for us. He'll get another start this weekend. Chase Marcotte and Larry Rodriguez are 2 sophomores that we think are going to, be more of a starter and an inning eater for us the next 2 years. Larry got a start against Mandeville, struggled a little bit, but he's still learning. Big sophomore lefty. He's going to get better. And then Marcotte's a guy who is having to do a lot of catching for us. So we're kind of trying to be smart about when we use them. But again, all those guys are really good. They can be really good and beat anybody on any given day. So we'll just keep running guys out there and letting them do their job.
What's Larry's last name?
Rodriguez.
Larry Rodriguez.
Yep.
Yes, I saw him. He is a big lefty now.
Yeah. Now he swings at righty, and again, he's hitting in the middle of our lineup, and he's another guy who I could have thrown his name in there offensively. He's hitting in the 3-hole, and he's a big presence in our lineup. But like I said, I can name a bunch of guys all around. That's the best part about this is if you're trying to game plan against us right now, you can focus on one guy if you want. But I just think as a whole, dealing with our lineup, for 7 innings is going to present problems.
And you've been a part of some of those great Destrehan teams that were exactly like that. Deep.
Correct.
Where the bottom of the lineup will hurt you as bad as the top.
Correct. It might be in a different way, but they can still hurt you all the same. And that's exactly, this team is a lot like some of those teams in the past where you don't get a breather. You got to face all 9 guys, and we even have another guy or 2 that can come off the bench and get a bunt down or get a big knock if we need it. So really good group.
Well, that's great news. As you look forward going forward, obviously this weekend is the OOB tournament, correct?
Yes. We always look forward to coming back home for this one. We'll get 4 games in a row at home. We get face a tough Brother Martin team here tomorrow. Very talented team to start off our weekend. And then we finally get to, get into a regular Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday type pattern after this.
Yeah, we talked about that with other coaches. After the 4 tournaments, the 4 tournament weeks, things seem to spread themselves out, and you're able to front load the guys that are getting the job done. From being on the staff, we usually talked about 15 games being the point where you kind of solidify who's going to play or what their roles are. And you're getting right to that 15, but it sounds like you don't have that problem.
Like I said, we have 14 guys offensively, or just from a varsity standpoint that we feel like could start against, any team and give us a chance to win. And then we have some young guys just behind that have done a great job filling some roles for us. But yeah, we have identified the guys. It's just not, a typical 9 or 10. It's more of a, 12 or 14 man rotation. And we've kind of taken like a college approach so far through the 4 weeks. We haven't had any midweek games. Mm-hmm. So, the layoff in between the Saturday doubleheader and the Thursday gives us a couple of days to kind of reset and then, get some good work in. But Yeah, moving forward, I think our depth is actually going to play well into our favor. And again, it'll be good to start just getting into a regular pattern, regular at bats, and not having to wait 4 or 5 days in between live action.
Yeah. District, is not as big as it used to be when it's set up to playoff spots, but you still have a solid district and you're still playing district games.
Yeah, definitely not as much emphasis as there once was. It's kind of just, you know, become like a tradition thing more than anything. We only play one round of district. But yeah, Thibodeau's good, especially if you catch him with, Trosclair in the mounds. He can beat anybody. Hawnville's really talented, really good. They've had our number the last couple years, but I wouldn't say our district is as strong as it has been, in years past. But like anybody knows, is any given day you better show up ready to play, and that's kind of the talk that we've had going into this weekend is, can we just be the same team that we've been, regardless of who's in the other dugout, and just worry about focusing on ourselves? So that's kind of where we are.
Well, great. Anybody else non-district that coming up that you're looking? I mean, obviously you mentioned Brother Martin, but
big trip to Live Oak. We go to Live Oak next Tuesday. That's always big matchup. One of the top teams in the state. We have Iowa coming in later this year. First time that I'll have a chance to see them, but they're one of the teams that's normally in the state tournament making a run. I hate to leave some guys out. We play E.D. White late in the year. We play Brother Martin again late in the year. So yeah, we still have some big games. We have North Shore coming up next weekend. I think they're top of the power ratings right now. So yeah, we do still have some big games left outside of district.
Well, that's great. I look forward to seeing some of those. I try to sneak over there every now and then.
Yeah, we love seeing you over here.
So, well, Chris, I appreciate you taking some time. We're going to try to do this every couple of weeks. I'm going to try to do the softball in between, or let Lori do the softball in between.
Okay.
And then just kind of touch base and let you all talk about your club and what's going on.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We like the pub, so.
No problem, baby. I'm enjoying doing this, and it's been a lot of fun to talk to everybody. Well, you take care. Good luck this weekend in the Noob Tournament. I'm trying to sneak out there when I'm not doing Delgado, but appreciate your time and go Wildcats, baby. I love seeing it be hot.
Thanks for having us, Coach. We'll keep trying to put some dubs on the board.
All right, Chris. You take care.
Thank you, Coach. You too.
Good luck to you.
Bye-bye.